Welcome to Daily Celebrity Data. The tennis world stands shaken as the final curtain nears for a generation of legends we once thought unbreakable. These iconic champions, now among the oldest still with us, carry untold battles behind their enduring grace. But what hidden stories kept them standing this long? Stay with us. The revelations may surprise you. Tennis fans will never forget the moment a 17-year-old Boris Becker shocked the world by winning Wimbledon in 1985, becoming the youngest champion in the tournament's history. Born on November 22, 1967, he climbed to world number 1 and collected 6 Grand Slam titles throughout his fiery career. Now 58, his health is stable as he focuses on rebuilding his life following past legal and emotional struggles. For Thomas Muster, the clay courts became a kingdom he ruled with unmatched determination, highlighted by his 1995 French Open triumph and his rise to world number 1. Born on October 2, 1967, he built a reputation as the king of clay, thanks to his relentless baseline power. At 58, he maintains good health and still appears at sports events, enjoying an active and energetic lifestyle. Stefan Edberg brought elegance to the sport with his signature serve and volley style, a technique that helped him secure 6 Grand Slam titles and reach world number 1. Born on January 19, 1966, he captured Wimbledon, the US Open, and the Australian Open through precision and grace. Now 59, his health remains strong as he plays veteran tours and occasionally returns to coaching. Pat Cash's 1987 Wimbledon victory is forever remembered for his iconic climb into the stands to celebrate with his family, a gesture that became one of tennis's most heartfelt moments. Born on May 27, 1965, he added his name to the history books with powerful baseline play and fearless net approaches. Now 60, he stays healthy while working as a commentator and competing in veteran events. Steffi Graf remains the only player in tennis history to achieve the Golden Slam, winning all 4 Grand Slams and Olympic gold in 1988, a feat that still defines excellence in the sport. Born on June 14, 1969, she collected 22 major titles with a lightning-fast forehand that became her signature weapon. Now 60, she is in good health and dedicates most of her time to family life and charitable foundations. The doubles court often felt like home for Gigi Fernandez, born on February 22, 1964, whose anticipation and chemistry with partners lifted her to 17 Grand Slam titles and 2 Olympic gold medals. At 61, she remains in good health, continuing her dedication to the sport through coaching and social advocacy. Mats Wilander, born on August 22, 1964, distinguished himself as one of the few players who could dominate on every surface, capturing hardcourt, clay, and grass Grand Slams all in one extraordinary season in 1988. With 7 major titles in total, he became a model of versatility. Today, at 61, he maintains good health and analyzes the sport as a Eurosport commentator. creativity defined Hana Mandlikova's game, a quality that helped her secure Grand Slam titles at the Australian Open, French Open, and US Open. Born on February 19, 1962, she collected 4 major singles trophies and left an imprint as a player capable of adapting instantly to the rhythm of different opponents. Now 63, her health remains solid as she contributes to tennis through various coaching roles. For many fans, Yannick Noah will forever be linked to the electric atmosphere of Roland Garros in 1983, where he lifted the French Open trophy and became a national symbol of joy. Born on May 18, 1960, he later expanded his talent into music, earning admiration both on and off the court. Now 65 and in good health, he continues performing with the same warmth that once defined his playing style. Ivan Lendl's impact on modern tennis can still be felt today, as his powerful baseline approach reshaped how future generations competed. Born on March 7, 1960, he secured 8 Grand Slam titles, including 3 at the French Open, 3 at the US Open, and 2 at the Australian Open. Now 65 and in good health, he enjoys golf and remains active in coaching roles. Few athletes blended artistry and intensity the way John McEnroe did. Born on February 16, 1959, he captured 7 Grand Slam singles titles, including 4 at the US Open and 3 at Wimbledon, while also becoming world number 1 in both singles and doubles. Now 66 and in good health, he remains a familiar voice in tennis broadcasts and continues exploring music as a side passion. The calm presence of Björn Borg on court became one of tennis's most recognizable images. Born on June 6, 1956, he amassed 11 Grand Slam titles, highlighted by 5 straight Wimbledon victories and 6 French Open crowns. Now 69 and in good health, he makes only occasional public appearances, adding to the mystique that has surrounded him since his playing years. Martina Navratilova's name often rises first in discussions about all-time greatness. Born on October 18, 1956, she earned an unmatched total of 59 Grand Slam titles across singles, doubles, and mixed doubles, dominating women's tennis throughout the 1980s. Now 69 and in good health, after overcoming throat and breast cancer in 2023, she continues to inspire through her public work and advocacy. Consistency became Chris Evert's signature, reflected in the highest career win percentage in professional tennis history. Born on December 21, 1954, she secured 18 Grand Slam singles titles, including a record 7 French Open trophies. Today, at 71, she remains in good health after completing treatment for early-stage ovarian cancer and continues sharing her expertise through commentary and mentorship. Jimmy Connors built one of the most remarkable resumes in tennis history. Born on September 2, 1952, he won a record 109 ATP singles titles and held the world number 1 ranking for 160 consecutive weeks, numbers that remain unmatched. At 73, he enjoys good health, stays active on social media, and frequently shares insights through commentary and public appearances. Spectators in the 1970s often gasped at the sheer speed of Roscoe Tanner's serve, a trademark power that helped him secure the 1977 Australian Open title. Born on October 15, 1951, he carved out a reputation as one of the most explosive servers of his generation. Now 74, his health remains stable after earlier challenges, and he still appears occasionally at tennis gatherings. There was always a soft elegance in the way Yvonne Goolagong-Cawley moved across the court, a quality that carried her to 7 Grand Slam titles, including 4 Australian Open trophies and 2 Wimbledon crowns. Born on July 31, 1951, she became an inspiration for Indigenous Australian athletes. Today, at 74, she enjoys good health and remains active in community and youth programs. Adriano Panatta brought a stylish confidence to the clay courts, a spirit reflected in his historic 1976 French Open title, which made him the only Italian man in the Open era to win Roland Garros. Born on July 9, 1950, he became a beloved figure for his flair and creativity. Now 75 and in good health, he frequently joins sporting events throughout Italy. Manuel Orantes displayed remarkable tactical maturity during his 1975 US Open run, culminating in a masterful final victory over Jimmy Connors. Born on February 6, 1949, his ability to read opponents made him one of Spain's most respected players. At 76, he remains in good health and continues appearing in veteran exhibition matches. Even those who have never watched tennis recognize the name Stan Smith, thanks to the global popularity of the Adidas shoe that carries his name. Born on December 14, 1946, he built a distinguished playing career with titles at Wimbledon in 1972 and the US Open in 1971. At 78, he remains in good health and often takes part in promotional and charitable events. Ilie Nastase captivated audiences not only with his remarkable talent, but also with a flair that made every match feel unpredictable. Born on July 19, 1946, he claimed 2 Grand Slam singles titles at the US Open in 1972 and the French Open in 1973, and became the first player ever ranked world number 1 by computer. At 79, he remains in good health, according to Romanian media. British tennis fans will always remember Virginia Wade for her 1977 Wimbledon triumph, a victory that arrived during the Queen's Silver Jubilee and became a cherished national moment. Born on July 10, 1945, she earned 3 Grand Slam singles titles, including the first US Open of the Open era in 1968. Now 80, she remains in good health and continues to lend her voice to the sport through commentary work. John Newcombe carried a commanding presence on court, a quality that helped him secure 7 Grand Slam singles titles, including 3 at Wimbledon, 2 at the US Open, and 2 at the Australian Open. Born on May 23, 1944, he became one of Australia's finest champions and spent time as world number 1. At 81, his health remains good, and he still appears in various tennis discussion and commentary programs. Billie Jean King shaped far more than tennis, using her platform to push for equality while collecting an extraordinary 49 Grand Slam titles across singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. Born on November 22, 1943, she became a powerful force in both sport and social progress. Now 82, she remains in good health and continues to participate actively in major tennis and advocacy events. Karin Hanse-Sussman made her mark early by winning the Wimbledon singles title in 1962 at just 19 years old, a victory that signaled the rise of a talented and composed young champion. Born on December 11, 1942, she later added 2 Grand Slam doubles trophies to her resume. Today at 83, she remains in good health and makes only rare public appearances. Nancy Richey built her career on steady determination, a quality that helped her capture the 1968 French Open and the 1967 Australian Open, along with 4 Grand Slam doubles titles. Born on August 23, 1942, she became one of the most reliable competitors of her era. At 83, she remains in good health and makes only occasional public appearances. Margaret Court's name stands at the top of the record books with 24 Grand Slam singles titles and 64 total major trophies, numbers unmatched in the history of women's tennis. Born on July 16, 1942, her dominance shaped an entire era of the sport. Now 83, she remains in good health and continues to engage in social and community activities. Rod Laver remains the only player ever to complete the calendar Grand Slam twice, first in 1962 and again in 1969, a feat that secured his status among the greatest in tennis history. Born on August 9, 1938, he collected 11 Grand Slam titles with unmatched versatility. Now 87, his health is stable after recovering from a stroke, and he continues to be honored across the tennis world. Longevity became Ken Rosewall's hallmark, as he continued winning well into his 30s and claimed 4 Australian Open titles along the way. Born on November 2, 1934, he became the oldest male Grand Slam singles champion of the Open era at age 37. At 91, he remains in good health and still enjoys participating in exhibition tennis events. Angela Mortimer earned her place in tennis history with major victories across 3 surfaces, including Wimbledon in 1961, the French Open in 1955, and the Australian Open in 1958. Born on April 21, 1932, she once held the world #1 ranking and became a symbol of consistency and competitive spirit. Now 93, she is reported to be in good health and remains fondly remembered by tennis fans. And as we look back on these enduring legends, we're reminded that time may slow their steps, but it can never erase their impact. Their resilience, their spirit, their stories still echo across every court they touched. But this journey isn't over. More wisdom, more memories, and more quiet triumphs remain. Stay with us and continue celebrating the greatness that still lives on.